All right, good morning, traders. We are back, and I am back on camera for the live streams. See, the SPY's up to 400, so the Feds are not slowing this market down. Could be a very hot day today. Let's do a quick scan here, see what we got. Hello, Anilios. So we got CEMI, pretty low flow, NAOV. So we got a little bit of volume here on these. NASDAQ stocks. Now let's pop into a NYSE stock scan. Good morning, Daniel M. You watched the guide and it's good. Awesome. Glad you got a little bit of information out of that guide. Like I said, the guide is a little less detailed. There's more videos about everything in the guide. Well, good. Thank you, Daniel M. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're getting some value out of these videos. Let's see what we got to trade this morning. BPTH. This is a little interesting. Here, let me get to my 2-minute chart. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Got a little flag forming here right before market open. Possibly could be a play. Let me get back on my daily chart. Okay. This thing gapped up pretty big before. It's above all indicators. Yeah, this could rip. This could be a ripper. Very low float. And let's see. A bunch of big words. It's a bunch of medical jargon. But it looks like they had some good stuff happen with their phase 2. Yeah, favorable safety profile. So yeah, this could be a possible play. I'm gonna get ready to. I'm gonna see what this does right at market open. Possibly could break out of this. Well, you got to get used to spotting patterns. Like it takes a little bit of time. Like day trading is not an overnight thing. Like it does take time to learn. It takes time to perfect your strategies, and you just gotta practice. Like every day when you're not doing anything, when you're taking a crap or something, just take your phone and start looking at stock charts and try to spot out patterns. Whatever time that you have to try to do it. So I'm gonna go through these real quick. But I have it looks to me like that may rip, but it may not. Let's see. TGLT can go off. That looks like garbage. Leaf looks kind of garbagey. Yeah, so right now, let's see. CEMI 560. It's above all indicators, and it's got some room to move. Why is CEMI skyrocketing? Tell me. Commercial launch of a test to differentiate between COVID and the flu. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be live trading here for the next hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So you'll be seeing me catch patterns and stuff. That one pattern. Let's see. Where's the BPTH? This is a flag right here. This is a flag pattern. This is a triangle. You got the bottoms of these candles hitting here, and then the top of the candle sloping. So you got a triangle pattern. Now, the only problem is right here at market open, it's really hard to tell what is going to happen. Now, after market open, if we get a pattern like this, it'll probably be more consistent. But right here at market open with this flag, it's going to be hard to tell which way it's going to break because market open is really random. You never know. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, One Life. But as of right now, that's really the only pattern I see. And we're about to open up here, so I'm going to keep an eye on this and see what this does. I might have to go. I have to go 30 shares. Now you can see it's starting to kind of break out here. We're about to open up. Let's see. I'm going. It's breaking out of this triangle. Oh, I'm not getting filled. I'm not getting filled. Oh, no. Cancel this order. Alright, so I didn't get filled when I pressed buy there. This is why trading right at market open is crazy. Because you never know. Oh, it did fill me. It filled me late. Oh, actually, I got it 9.92. That's actually not too bad. But let's see if this can continue to push up here over 10. Because we did get the little breakout, but it could start dropping pretty quick if it doesn't continue to break over 10 here. Yeah, it looks like we may be getting a fake out breakout. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. That needs to come back up right now. See, this is what I was saying about market open. It did look like it was breaking, but now pulling back. So this could get very, very sketchy. Because $10 is going to be tough. Look here in pre-market. Now we should have some support at 9, but you can see this flag cracked down, and that's exactly what I was saying with these patterns from pre-market into market open. These patterns can be very tricky. You got to look for those. Damn, I may take a nice little loss on this if this don't come back up here. There's some support at 9, so that it is possible that $9 could hold up. I'm gonna redraw the top of this triangle here, not that triangle, but the downtrend. It's not looking great right now at the moment, though. We don't want it to drop below 9. If I can't find a pattern, I just wait it out until I do find a pattern. There's no reason to force a trade. There's always going to be patterns somewhere. See, we're getting selling volume still. Need to start getting buying volume back in here. Yeah, there we go. Starting to turn green on this volume bar if I can continue. Really need to get off of this area. Got some decent buyers who keep trying to come in, but if they keep getting taken out, this is going to drop. Got 30 seconds on this candle. Needs to hold above 9 here. See, okay, so that candle is closing. Now let's see if this one pushes up, because we could get a U shape. This could be a U shape starting to form, possibly. So where's all this resistance at? All this resistance, oh yeah. Actually, top of these bodies, it's like right there at 975-ish. Yeah, we haven't had a candle close over 10 yet, so there's some resistance right in that area where all these candles hit and right where this one closed below. So we need to see this curl up back up to 10. If this can curl up back to 10, then I think we'll start to get another move. But if it drops down any at all, it could be very sketchy. Still getting a lot of selling here. 9 needs to hold up. We need to get out of this 9 area. This is maybe about to crack. It's starting to crack. So we need 9 to hold up. See, there's more support at 875, but really don't want it to go down that low. I don't want to hold it down that low either. So if we can hold this 9 support, and see, that's what it's trying to do. We got to stop testing that. If this makes another low here, if this candle drops below 893, then I'm going to be jumping out here. I'm not going to risk much more on this. Oh, and there it goes, cracking a little bit. You see, we got a straight downtrend right now. If this downtrend is not breaking the next couple of candles, this is over. We're actually testing at 875 now. Yeah, we're not getting any buying at the moment. You can see this is all red bars. This is very close to really selling off. Good morning, Daniel B. So I think this is going to end up being a loss unless this downtrend breaks here in the next couple of minutes. So this candle here needs to push back over 9 if we're going to form this nice big U shape. And you know, when you're day trading, it can be stressful, but you just gotta have a plan. I kind of got thrown off there where Thinkorswim had that big delay in filling my order, and then I even tried to cancel my order, and it filled me after I canceled it. So my plan is a little thrown off, but I'm trying to give it a chance because there is that support at $9. See, and it is starting to break back up a little bit. Hi, Melvin. Daniel B, you're happy that you can finally see my face live? Now I probably won't go back to with having my face live every single day. There'll probably be some days where I won't, but I'll try to be on the stream more often with my face. I don't know how my face is gonna help you day trading. If it was me on the other side, I'd be distracted by this ugly mug. I'd be like, nah, man, put that face away. I'm trying to trade stocks here. So I can see on the level 2, we're holding up. Okay, well, never mind. There was some resistance at $9, some sellers sitting on the ask. Now it looks like buyers are starting to try to stack the $9 bid and hold this support. And see, we're starting to curl up. If this candle can continue, this is going to be the major candle. This candle needs to get up over 9.15. If it starts dropping below 9, well, it already is below 9, but if it starts dropping below 8.90, yeah, see, this may be about to crash, because it really needed to keep going. Holding this too long. You don't want to hold a stock this long when you are in the red. I mean, my entry, I'm way below my entry. See if 875 can hold up here. That's the last little line I'm going to give it. Let me look at this on the 5 minute, see what this is forming on the 5 minute. Yeah, that $9 should have held up. That $9 not holding up is really not a good sign here. I'm about to have to just eat this loss. But this is a lot of times why I don't like to trade right at market open, because you get unpredictable moves. We had that nice triangle. I mean, you can see the triangle right there, even on the 5 minute chart, and then fake out breakout. And now I'm just holding the bag, getting bloodied up here. Give it just a second here. It's not really a good thing to do to hold it. To hold it being down this much. Let's see, then look at the 2 minute. Yeah, see, we're just going straight down. See if that 850 can hold. I don't have a paid course. I don't charge you guys because you guys are hardworking people. You got your money that you're trying to invest, and you're trying to get better at trading. So why would I charge you? So yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not. Some of y'all are new to the channel. I'm not a guru. I am not a master. I am none of that. I'm just a guy who likes to trade stocks. I am nothing special. You can see right now I'm taking a loss more than likely. Now it could bounce here and come back around, but holding this far down from my entry is bad trading. You don't want to be holding like this. I should have had a stop loss in right there like 952. Because right now I'm pretty much just bag holding, looking to see if it can find support here soon. I was looking for that $9 to hold up as support and then have a curl up, but that didn't happen, so I don't know. Yeah, I got a lot of content in the videos that you can learn from. Plus, I have tons and tons of footage of live streams that you can go back and watch. And I live stream 5 days a week as well. So, and then we have live stream Q&As and all that. So don't, like I said, it's not an overnight type of thing. It's a skill that you got to build, and it's a skill that will last for the rest of your lifetime. Once you learn it, you'll have it forever. So you just gotta take your time with it and be patient and learn. Trade with a little bit of money, not too much. Something you can afford to lose to get your feet wet. And this is getting very close to cracking this 850. If it cracks 850, I gotta get out. You see, still on these volume bars, volume keeps slowly dying off, and we just haven't had hardly any buying volume. Buying volume may be gone from this. What is this up? It's up 20%? That's not even up that high. It does have some support at 850. It's trying to build. I wouldn't bet on it. Wouldn't bet on that support yet. But see, this is a perfect lesson right here. Don't buy at market open because it's so random. You never know what's going to happen. Even if you have a good pattern like this did, you're still subject to some nonsense like this. So usually I wait. Most mornings I wait, but I was fired up this morning. I got my Show Me the Frisk shirt on. I was looking for this to show me some frisk. But normally I wait and give the market like 5, 10, 15 minutes before I make a trade at market open. Because if I would have done what I normally do, my normal plan, then I would have seen this fake out breakout, and then I could have been waiting to get in it, and maybe took an entry down here at 850. It would have been a lot better entry than where I bought at. Yeah, I can see sellers are slow. I mean, that's why I'm not running for the hills yet. The selling has been slowing down on the volume bars. You can see that. But I'm just being cautious because this is a very low float stock. It's only got 6 million in shares. So, it doesn't take a lot of selling to drop this thing like a sack of rocks in a pond. So, see, if it can curl back up and get back over 9, then I feel a lot better about it. But why it's in this area, it's real sketchy. Ooh, see right here, we're getting close to cracking 850. Testing it again. I got ACY on my watch list. Oh yeah, see here we're cracking under 850. This is no bueno. So I give it half a second to come back up and minimize this loss a little bit, but this is a pretty rough loss on this small account. You see, we're just going straight down this trend line. Actually, probably draw it better. It'd probably make more sense. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. I'd like to make a little more sense, like right there. As you can see, every level of support is just turning into resistance. The support is not holding up. Unless 850 can hold up here, but you can see we're hitting that downtrend. So it's gotta break over that downtrend there. There's pretty strong support at 850 in pre-market though. I mean, right across there, draw that line, you can see it bounced off of it there, and then it held up as resistance, and then it made this nice U shape and broke above it. So so it's trying to hold that 850 still, but that candle right there was a little sketchy. Yeah, there's still some buying at 850, so it may be alright. Starting to come up and break that downtrend a little bit. Let's see. NAOV. Got resistance at 140, getting close to breaking that. Possible play there. CDTX, nothing really. IGIC, nothing at all. God, what a move on ACY. Yeah, that's the mover right now. That's where all the attention's going to be. Leaf, what do you got going on there? Some type of acquiring. See, look, we may if it keeps testing this 850, it's going to crack here. We are starting to get a little buy-in back in. We may be all right on this. We'll see. As you see, MEI, that's not doing anything. XELP not doing anything. So right now, it's pretty much ACY and BPTH with a possible move. BTU. It's run into a lot of resistance. SPY's over 400. I'll take this downtrend now. This is broke the downtrend there. So if we can just keep curling up, like I said, if it gets back over 9, I'll feel a lot better about it. I may even add an AOV getting rejected there. ACY coming down. Yeah, I may add on this if it keeps curling up. I'll add 10 more on here. Bring my average down a little bit. So my average is now 965 instead of 992. So a little bit better of an average. And I may end up adding again possibly. This is not really something I like to do, but I'm not seeing many other trades at the moment, which makes me think that volume will come back into this. But I could be wrong. I want to see it get back over 9 here soon. There's some resistance in this 885 area. Ooh, decent buyer just came in there. So we do not want this to come back down here. We want this to break over 9 on this candle, or at least test 9 on this candle. If it starts pushing back down, this is going to be done. I like that, getting bought up a little bit there. This 885 keeps holding up. There it goes, starting to break there. Coming back up to 9. I think I may add 10 more here. Let's see what it looks like. If it starts pushing into 9, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Yeah, I'm adding. Alright. So now I got 50 shares. My average is 950. So not a terrible average. If this can continue to break back up. We need to push back over 9 on this candle. Because it's starting to look like a curl over. If this does not break upwards, this is going to sell off. This is going to crack hard. Let's see, can you get it or not? We've got to break back over 9 here. Not sure. right at this second, if there's any questions, just hold on to them for a few minutes. Let me see what this is going to do here, because we're at a very particular area, and more than likely this is going to come down. Oh shit, what did I just do? What did I just sell? I just sold 10 shares. I don't even know how I did that. I didn't even click anything. Well, that was kind of dumb. Oh, now we're starting to come back up to 9. I was about to look at a 5-minute. If it can get back over 9 here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can get this U shape on the 5-minute. It's a possibility if it gets back over 9 here. I'm really... Well, now my average price is 840, so a little bit lower. Selling there at 875. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I sold 10 shares there. That was really weird. Go back to my 2-minute. What the? Come on, Thinkorswim. What are you doing today? Yeah, we don't want this coming back down right here. That needed to keep pushing up and push over 9. It keeps getting rejected right below 9. I don't know if it's me or Thinkorswim or what's happening, but there's some wonky stuff already. With that super delayed fill at the market open, and I don't know how I just sold those 10 shares. To be honest, don't know how that happened. I just accidentally clicked somewhere in here and it just sold. How's the SPY doing? 404. ACY is coming down. No, I didn't get it. I got in at 996. That was my original average because I got filled on that delay when I tried to jump in there. And so it filled me a little bit higher up than what I tried to get in at. So my original entry was like 996. Or right here you can see it, 992. 30 shares at 992. Now it's on that delayed fill. Yeah, but even if I did click on level 2, I clicked over here, so I didn't. Oh, I see. You can. I did not realize that you could instant sell on the level 2 like that. I thought that only the AT ladder could do that. That's what I did. I must have clicked up here. Well, no wonder. I don't know why mine's faster than yours. There could be a lot of different scenarios. One, you could check and see if your layout is in real-time data. And I'll show you how to do that in a second if this gets back over 9 here. And it's trying to. Could be internet speeds. If you got slow internet speeds, that could be an issue. There's several factors that could be. You'll have to give me just a second. Daniel B, I learn stuff from people all the time. So you can see we're trying to push back over 9. If we can start holding back over 9, I think we'll see at least 975 again. And then if we can break over that and break 10, we could get a big breakout. But check your go to setup up here at the top and go to application settings, and then I think, where is it at? System. Yeah, system. Go to system right here, and go to real time, go to quote speed, go to real time, no delay. So setup, system, quote speed, real time, no delay. That should fix it if it's something with the platform. Hey, see why I halted again? That thing is just nuts. Too many halts on that play for me to really try to get into it. Yeah, see, it's just getting halted up and down and up and down. Well, I mean, it went down once, but it's getting halted a lot. So we need to start building $9 as support again. If bids start stacking at $9, then we should be good to go on this. But we definitely don't want it coming back down much more than that. This is about to crack. Yeah, I'm getting out. There, I'm out. So I have to eat that loss. But $9 couldn't hold it, got rejected at $9. And then coming back down and testing this 850. This 850 possibly could hold up, but we tested 850 back here and it barely held up. So at this point, that this was where we needed to upper on this candle. We needed to break over 9 and hold above 9 so it could continue to climb up. It did not hold above 9. It had that nice little crack there. So more than likely this is done. Does not look good right now because it looks like it's going to crack 850 and then drop off pretty hard from there. Yeah, and then it's starting to crack 850 now. Mm, 850 is trying to hold a support. It may try to hold, but I mean, at this point, if you look at it on a higher time frame, you're really going to be able to see. Hold on just a second, guys. I got a phone call. I'll be right back. So yeah, you see there, it's really starting to crack that 850. It's probably going to sell off pretty hard from here. Let's see what else is going on. CEMI with a possible U shape. This 580 area is where the resistance is at. So possibly something there. You know, whoops. NALV, I don't like the way that's looking. ACY coming back down again, probably going to get altered. See, this is what I was talking about. With ACY, it's up and down and up and down. A little too crazy. Nothing there on CDTX either. CDTX is bouncing off the 200 day at 269 if it can hold up there. Not a lot of volume though. Oh damn! I didn't see this place. This would have been a pretty decent play. Right now it's a little too high up. You got this trend line though. If it comes back down to that trend line, could be a possible play. Knocks a little higher price stock. UEC. This is a uranium pick. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, you trade stocks on volume and movement. You don't want to. I mean, here's what you got to think about, El Coco. So, if you're trading with a small amount of money, say you've only got $1,000, right? And I was actually looking at this because I'm invested in this company, so it's nice to see this come up. This uranium company, but anyway, so like Tesla, you look at Tesla. It's $600. It's almost $700. I actually did break this downtrend, but if you've only got $1,000, then you can only buy, one share. So if you buy one share, now Tesla does have some big moves, like right there on that day. If you'd have got one share from 700 all the way up to 862, you could have made $162. So I mean, it is possible to trade these higher stocks with lower price, with a low amount of money. But then if you go look at Apple, Tesla's kind of an outlier with these higher price stocks. But if you look at Apple doesn't move that much in a day. So like, let's see, what's like the biggest candle I'm seeing? Yeah, it's probably this one. So this one where it sold off down to 110 and came back up to 122. So if you only bought one share, that'd be $22. Or if you bought two shares, that'd be like $44. So the stock has to move a lot farther to make money on these higher priced stocks. So if you're on a smaller account, and you get in, say, what was XELB. So XELB, if you had $1,000 worth to trade, and you see this, this little, it's not really a triangle. Actually, there's the pattern right here. You see this U shape. I'm gonna take the trend line off for a minute. You see this U shape forming, and you're like, oh, I like this U shape right here. And you get in, and you got $1,000. Well, your entries are right around 250. So 250, if you spent the whole $1,000, would be what, 400 shares? So 400 shares, and this moves a dollar like it just did out of this U-shaped break, then you'd be making $400, and you would have made it in 15 minutes. This is a 5-minute chart. So that's why I trade these lower price stocks most of the time instead of the higher price stocks, because I am doing the small account challenge. I only have a little bit under 1,000 to work with. But you can buy more shares of a cheaper stock, and these cheaper stocks can also run pretty hard. So that's what you got to kind of think about. Like what are you wanting to trade? Now the higher price ones like Tesla, they're going to be a little bit less volatile, but with big volatility like XELB here with this very low float of 20 million, you can see it's still ripping. So that's what you kind of got to decide. Do you want to go with the more safer, higher price stocks that are going to be a little bit more consistent, but your gains may not be as big? Or do you want to go with some mid caps, in that $15 to $30 area? The mid caps can make some nice moves, like ACY moved from $9 up to $16.25. That was a $7 rip. So if you had $1,000 worth to buy, and you bought 100 shares there, and it rips up to $6.25, that's a $625 move right there with $1,000. So they're going to be a little bit more riskier the lower price you get, but the reward is going to be higher. So that's pretty much what you got to think about. Yeah, BPTH is definitely cracking. The next ELB is still running, but if you missed this first, if this is like really the only entry there was on this, I mean, in pre-market you could have saw this and be like, okay, if it breaks over pre-market high at 225, you possibly could have got in right there, but the stock was not even on my scanners, so it just kind of randomly popped at open. But this U shape right here, that would have been a consistent entry when you see it curling back up, and then you hop in right there below that 250 resistance and get this nice rip. So hopefully that gives you an idea. It's really up to you. I mean, you can make money pretty much on any stocks. I mean, John trades sub penny stocks and does pretty good on those. See, I still have some fun? Oh no, I don't have much funds left. That one trade took most of my funds, so I don't have a lot left, but I have enough to maybe try to squeeze a little something if something pops up here. But right at the moment, let's see what the SPY is doing. See, this is why I kind of thought BPTH was going to jump at market open, because the SPY has been climbing up, hitting all new highs. And for the SPY to be hitting all new highs, I mean, yeah, it's still kind of making you see some red still in the market watch. There's a couple of different red stocks, but your big boys are all green. Microsoft, Google, Apple, Facebook. The biggest weight of the SPY is moving up. IVR started having a little pop. OCG getting some attention. That may start to move, but going kind of straight up at the moment. So you do have this trend line. You could play this trend line. So it looks like XELB found a resistance area right below 4. This could possibly form a triangle here, or it could sell off, and then you'd have to wait for another play. But the momentum that it's got, and the fact there's nothing else going on, this may be a little triangle of consolidation here. Let me look at the 2-minute. As possibly could be a little triangle consolidation. And I may take a shot here. Actually, I am going to take a shot here. So I'm filled at 374 on 10 shares. It's not going to be a lot of profit if it does break up out of this triangle, unless it just goes really nuts. But see, it's getting held up at that pre-market high. And it looks like it. Let's see here. 383, 384. It's holding up. Okay, they just got taken out. So now we're starting to move for another high day. But because we hit a new high a day, this could pull back as well. We don't know how hard this is going to rip out of this triangle because the stock's already moved quite a bit. Yeah, it's up 100%. So the higher up it gets, the less likely it's going to keep ripping. But I think we'll see $4 here. And if it can break $4, it could really get going. Yeah, so we're pushing up to $4 now. May get rejected at 4. We'll see. Actually, a lot of sellers got taken out there at 4. This almost broke $4. That was very close to breaking. I may see if I can add 10 more shares here if this holds up. I don't want to add yet. Let's see, we got a minute on this candle to close. Let's see how this next candle opens, because that is a little bit of an upper shadow. We don't want it to start coming back down. We want it to continue to test that 4. A little indecision here. A little indecision between buyers and sellers. Who's going to win this little tug of war here? If we start pushing to 4, I may add. I'm going to add. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have enough to add. Let's see. Yeah, I could try to go for 5 more, but I'm just gonna see if this little 10 shares can break over 4 and maybe get a little bit of that loss back. Oh, Orlando, did you miss that? How I said to fix it? I can show you real quick. You go to Setup, Application Settings, System, Quote Speed, Real Time Data. Mara's ripping like crazy because cryptos have been ripping this week. Cryptos damn near make me want to just switch to trading cryptos, but I like trading stocks, so. But cryptos are overly hyped and hot right now, so eventually they'll have a correction. Oh shit, I took my eyes off here for a second. It's starting to come down. Oh, Mara produced 196 bitcoins. Yeah, so do the math on that. That tells you how much that money made last year. 60,000 times, what'd you say? 196? Figure that math out. And that's the value of that company currently. So XELB may crack here. We did get a little pop out of that flag, but like I said, it's up 100%, so may not break out anymore. $4 really getting rejected there at $4. Needs to hold up this 375 if it's going to hang in here. Oh, we're looking good here. This is about to probably break 4. That buyers pushed it up. Yeah, we're about to break 4 here. Or at least test it. But with this upward momentum of buying we still got, if big buying volume comes in, we could get a nice push over. But buyers are really trying to push it there. No, 11 million in 3 months is not bad for Mara. Here we go. We are cutting through sellers. There's a lot of selling right here below 4, but I mean we were slicing through all these sellers. Here we go, testing 4 again. Still a lot of selling at 4. Let's see. See if we're going to get it. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close to the break. Show me some frisk here. Show me some frisk XELB. I only got 10 shares, but I still want to see some frisk. Whew, still a lot of selling. 4 is really holding up as tough resistance. We need to test it, and we need to keep testing 4. It looks like we may test it one more time here. And here we go. Up to 405, new high today. We're starting to push. Let's see if buying volume explodes in here and we start to get a big rip or not. Up to 410, 413. We hit a high of 415. See if we're going to keep going here. ACY halted again. So right now it's trying to build support at $4, and we want to see $4 with such tough resistance. We want to see $4 hold as support. If if buyers can hold this up above $4, then we should continue to move up. I want to look on the max chart though and see if there's any resistance or if we're just cruising. No, there is some resistance. Let's see. Looks like about 450 is going to be some resistance, then 487. So My profit target on this is probably going to be 450 if it can continue to climb here. Whoops, what did I do there? But like I said, it's got to hold $4. Next week, Coinbase is going public finally. That'll be exciting. There ought to be some big movements there. Coinbase ought to get a lot of hype unless cryptos die off this week. But I don't know if cryptos are going to die off this week. They've been going pretty hard. Let's see if we break over 415 here, then I think we'll see that 450 area, at least 425, but I don't see 425 being that strong a resistance. Yeah, Coinbase is pretty good, and Coinbase also is a billion-dollar company. I mean, they are making a killing right now with all this crypto stuff. So we're testing this 415. Some selling pressure there. See if we break through it. Yep, here we go. Up. Oh, so close. One more push to 415. I think we're going. See how much time we got. We got a minute and a half on this candle. Some decent selling pressure. Like I said, $4 has got to hold up. As long as $4 holds up, we should be good to go. A little bit of selling at 410. Some sellers stacking on the ass there. So we're just consolidating right at the moment. This may be another little flag, kind of. Like it's kind of a little flag. Like a little tiny baby flag. Cracking 4 here. 4 needs to hold up. Big crack there, so that was not a baby flag. That was just a crack. Now see right here, we got rejected at 415 3 times. So we know that's strong resistance. We don't want it to drop. We really want it to be back above 4, but there's support right across here where this is testing right now, like this 380 area. You can see this candle was rejected, that candle was rejected. This one held above it. So this 380 area needs to hold a support. If that doesn't hold, that's going to be it for this. Let me see. Let me take a look on the 5-minute. Make sure I'm not doing anything drastic because of the 2-minute. Take that out. Okay, so if this 5-minute candle can close above 4, or actually if it can get above this 407, that would be an engulfing candle. And then we could see this make another big move possibly. But I don't like how on the 5-minute it's kind of curling over. And that's not a pretty candle. I mean, Daniel B., I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I only entered with 10 shares. It wasn't like I entered with a lot of shares. And I entered at 375 and it ran to 415, so I mean, that's a 40-cent run. That's not a bad run, so I don't know what you're really complaining about. I could have locked in there, but I'd only made $4, so I've only got 10 shares. I'm trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to continue to run because the momentum, the price action, you're a price action trader, you should know this. The momentum's pointing up. Got upward momentum on this. It's above all indicators. It's bullish. I mean, why would you not get a trade on this if there's a pattern? But that's what I said. But that's what I was saying when I entered it. I said it was up 100%, and that it could be very sketchy. The higher up it goes, the less likely it is going to be to rip up. To rip up. But right now, I think it's just consolidating right here. So I don't see 415 being that strong a resistance. I think we're just getting a little consolidation. So, and we got a little doji star. If this candle pushes back up, then we'll probably come back up and test that 415. If I had 1,000 shares, Daniel, being it ran 40 cents, I would have locked out the $400 in profit I would have got. I didn't lock it out because I've only got 10 shares. I'm trying to get more out of this instead of locking in $4. If I was trading with a larger amount of money, then yeah, I mean, why would I not lock out $400? That'd have been a $400 play if I had 1,000 shares. What's your problem with the 15 minute? The 15 minutes bull flagging. You got a flag forming on the 15 minute. Look at that. It's a nice little flag starting to form. Yeah, I'm on camera today. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing try to be on camera more for the live stream so you guys can see me and talk to me kind of more personally instead of me being behind the thing. I only got one of my lights on, so if I'm a little dim, I apologize, but it's really hard to trade with both of these studio lights on right in my face and my eyeballs. So my eyes already hurt from staring at the screen pretty much all day, every day. So when those lights are on, it kind of hurts. So we're looking all right. If this pushes back over 4, then we'll probably break that 415. What's the SPY doing? SPY's at 405. So it looks like buyers are trying to hold up this 375 area, but definitely some resistance there at the moment. So we need to break above 375. Let's see, we got a minute and a half on this candle. Now, if this cracks below that 361 area, then I'm going to get out. Well, Daniel B, even if I'm trading on stock performance, this is the lowest this has gotten since I got in. It was 361. My entry is 374. So, it's not turning around on me yet. It could turn around on me, but if I was trading with a bigger account, this wouldn't have hit my stop loss yet. Now it's getting very close to possibly moving down, but still we're forming this flag on the 15-minute. Let's see. I know you guys are talking. There's been a lot of talk about cryptos, so let's see what these crypto stocks are looking like. Yeah, Mara's almost overtaken Riot. No, do not do that now. Do that later. see if there's anything else possibly going on while I'm waiting for XELB to consolidate. Not much there. NAOV looks like trash. We're going to take it off. Whoops. Oh, I got rid of it. BPTH, that's the one I took the kind of rough loss, and you can see it continued to crack. Couldn't hold up. So that's done. ACY is still climbing. Not much there. CDTX, not much there. Whoops, what'd I just do? Yeah, I took a $44 loss on whatever. What was that? BPTH. Like I said, I shouldn't have. It had a flag from pre-market in the market open. It had a decent little triangle, and I I let it open up at market open, and buying volume started to come in. I tried to market order in. My market order was delayed quite a bit. And then I tried to cancel it because I didn't like that. And then it filled me after I canceled the order. So Thinkorswim up to its shenanigans that first 3 minutes of the market. But, that's why a lot of times I don't like to trade that open of the market just because of that reason. I was just gung-ho today because the SPY was up. The markets are up right now, hitting new highs. So I was expecting some bigger rips. I should have waited it out and seen how the market was going to react to all this. But this is starting to crack. I'm about to have to get out of this if this drops below 360 here. It's trying to hold up. close to cracking. Let's see the 15 minutes, since that's where the pattern is I'm watching. Oh, damn. Whoa. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, now you can see that pattern is cracked. And it looks like we're going to curl down. So I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to give it a second here to see if it can hold above this 360 area, but more than likely this is going to be done. So how's the QQQ doing? QQQ climbing as well. See bottom of that candle. 355. I'm gonna throw a stop loss in there at that 349 area, so that way if it starts to crack, I'll just be out of it, because it is starting to look a little weak now. Leaf not doing anything. ACY is looking interesting. Let's look at this on a higher time frame. Yeah, so on ACY, you do have a nice flag. ACY may be about to break out again. Let's see the other day. Oh, it's the week chart. Let me see. No, yeah, the other day it ran from, where'd that go from? $5 all the way up to 38. So there's a nice triangle breakout right here. It's probably, it looks like it's getting ready to break out. No candle has closed over 16 yet on the 2 minutes, so. I wonder if I got enough to get one share on this to see if it does break out. You like ACY a lot? It's your favorite stock? You've been getting some good wins on it? I don't think well, I may have enough for one. See if I got enough for two. No, I don't have enough for two, so possibly one share. So this candle on the 5 minutes fixing to close. Let's see where it closes at. I'll take one share at 15.50. There we go. See if I can get another one there. Nope. So I got one share. I got filled at 15.69, but not too bad. See, XELB still holding up at the moment. But let's see if ACY can break this triangle here and go nuts. There we go, starting to break through 16 again. Like I said, we've not had a candle that closed over 16, so we need a candle to close over 16 to show some strength and confirm this breakout here. XELB is about to crack. I'm probably about to get hit out on my stop loss there. We are pushing up slowly on this. See, we're on that 5 minute. I'm gonna go back to the 2 minute here. XELB just barely staying alive. So let's see if big volume push comes in right here. I think, oh, here we go. See some selling at 1650. Let's see if we get a push through that 1650 area. Getting real close like. Got a little bit of a spread. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Big explosion up to 17 out of this triangle. Very nice explosion. Now let's see if buying keeps coming in here. See, is there resistance at 17? Yeah, there is a little resistance at 17, so it's got to break through 17 strong here if it's going to keep moving. If not, it may consolidate back, but good little breakout up out of that triangle for about $1. Well, for my entry, $1.30. per share. Yeah, coming back down a little bit. We just want 16 to hold. Right now we're just trying to confirm the breakout because we need new buyers to come in. Here we go. We may start to test 17 again. We're slowly creeping back over that 1650 area. Let's see what we got here. See if we get a big explosion again. So we got pretty good momentum. Here we go. Ooh, let's see if we can keep. There's some sellers sitting right at 17. Let's see if they can keep testing. Need buyers to take them out. Getting very close to possibly breaking out right here. Here it comes. Here it comes. Bam. Up to 1725. Quick little pop there, but selling pressure still on this. So this is all over the place. It did get a new pop, new high a day. ACY going to 20. Yeah, I only had one share left, man. Don't laugh at my one share. I spent most of my funds today on BPTH taking that loss. And then I got 10 shares in XELB right now, which is starting to make a nice U shape. Back up to $4. So that, don't hate on my one share, man. Last year during lockdown when the market crashed, I only had one share of TVIX and I ended up making $500 something on it. So don't laugh at my one share. You never know. This one share might turn into a lot. May do nothing, may turn into a lot. But I like the upward momentum we got. I mean, if it runs up to 20 or whatever, I might make $5, but that'll take a little less sting out of that loss from earlier. XELB is really creeping back up. It's up to 380, getting close to that $4 mark. We may get a nice U-shaped breakout on XELB here soon. Yeah. I'm a professional at managing risk. The way I manage risk is I go one share at a time. No, I just didn't have any more funds, but I wanted to pop in this flag breakout here on ACY and see if I could get a little bit of it. It's having some problems holding above 16 here. No, it wasn't SPY. It was TVIX. Was it 350 I made? I can't remember if it was 350 or 500. But it was TVIX, that volatility ETN. Well, I don't know if I sold it in May or not. I know I got in towards the end of March. Well, maybe. No, I got in close to the beginning of March because it was an inverse ETN. And as the market crashed, the ETN went up. And it ended up going, like, I bought one share of it at 200 and it ended up going all the way to $1,000. But I kept holding because I thought the market was going to keep dropping and end up only making 350 to 500, whatever. It was not the SPY, Daniel B. Daniel B. The SPY did not run that far. It was TVIX. You don't remember what stock I traded. I wouldn't even trade the SPY. Why would I trade the SPY for? The SPY doesn't even move that much. For me to make $350 on the SPY with one share, that means that I had to buy it at $50. The SPY was never down at $50. Like I'm telling you, it was TVIX. I don't know if the ticker symbol's still around because they discontinued it. Yeah. No. What the hell? Yeah, no, see, it's no longer. Yeah, they delisted it. This is nothing like what it's supposed to be. No, that's. Why did that show ACY's chart? I'm pretty sure that was ACY's chart I was just looking at. Yeah, see, so you can't even see it. It's been disconnected from the markets because they discontinued it. It's definitely not the SPY. It's TVIX. I know for sure. So we're still just kind of consolidating above 16 here. I'm keeping an eye on XELB at the corner of my eye. If we start getting close to that $4 mark, I'll probably flip over to it. Yeah, I know I know what stocks I trade sometimes. There's a 16 crack in there, so we got a decent dollar, a little over $1 rip out of that triangle, but not much further than that. See if it can get back above 16 here. Let's see how XELB is looking on this U shape. So this candle needs to push up. If this starts pushing back down, then it could be done. Looks like we may possibly have a bit of a trend line there. Let's see. Let's look at this on a 15-minute. Oh, we're consolidating with a little flag here on the 15-minute on XELB. Very nice bull flag pattern. You got the big flag pole and then this flag pattern here. So it actually may come back down to 350, but preferably I would not like to see it do that. Let's pop back to ACY. Still kind of no, TVIX went to 1,000 last year. It was at 1,000. I remember very correctly because I was laughing that I was up like $800 on one share. But like I said, I didn't sell it at 1,000. I ended up holding it longer because I thought the market was going to keep crashing, and it was only like 350 or something like that. So not the greatest, but. But that was my first market crash. I was not trading back in 2008 in my younger days, so I had not been through a market crash of that proportion until last year. When I started trading, it was like the beginning of the bull market. What did I just get stopped out on? Oh, I just got stopped out on XELB. Yeah, so that actually cracked. Dropped right below that 350 right real quick like, so couldn't break out. It got close to that $4 area, then selling off. Like I said, it still could. Look at that on the 15. No, it looks like unless this 15-minute candle gets pushed back up above 350, XELB is probably done. See what I take on that. Oh, a little $2 loss. Nothing to worry about. You're calling Mara's CEO a liar? Do you know Mara's CEO? Or you're just generalizing all CEOs are liars. Is that how you think, Daniel B? All right, guys. So this is going to either break out or it's going to break down here very shortly. So I'm going to give the stream about 20-30 more minutes here. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, get those in. If you haven't seen yet, I'm doing a $100 giveaway of either crypto, Amazon gift card, or cash through PayPal. If you're interested in that contest, go to the video that says $100 giveaway and follow the stipulations. If you're already subscribed, you don't got to worry about subscribing. Just smash the like button and leave a comment to enter. And then on my secondary channel, Framework Fortune Investing Shorts, if you've not checked that out, I'm doing a $50 giveaway in Bitcoin there. So Make sure you sign up for those. It's the same thing. You just got to be subscribed to that channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I know there's a lot of comments on those videos and concerns about bots and people creating extra profiles, but I can see who are real contestants and who are not on my side of things. So don't worry about that. This contest will be clean and there will not be any problems, I don't think. But either way, we will get it. We will make it happen. So don't miss your opportunity to get some of my free money. Orlando, give me 10 push-ups. Listen. If I did 10 push-ups for all my loss, man, I'd start looking like, or for all my losses, I'd start looking like Big Papa Pump from the WCW. I don't know. That may be an old reference for some of y'all, but for the younger guys in here, younger girls in here, we'll say John Cena. I look like John. Well, not even John Cena. Brock Lesnar. If I did a push-up for every loss that I took. You're up 45% on yours, on your crypto portfolio, One Life. That's very nice. You got in a little bit late. You wouldn't listen to me. I told everybody back during the GameStop nonsense. The GameStop nonsense, everybody was paying attention to that, and I said in that video, the GameStop's a distraction, and all these hedge funds and stuff were getting into cryptos, and that time was a good time to get in. Because I don't even know. I don't even know how much I'm up on my crypto portfolio as far as percentage wise. I gotta be up 300%, I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's insane gains. And I have multiple portfolios, but my Voyager app, which I'll show you guys here soon, but Voyager's only on mobile, so I gotta do it a weird way on my phone to be able to show you guys. But yeah, I'm up 3,000% on BitTorrent, 122% on Stormex, 172% on Nervos Network, 122% on Dash, 283% VeChain, 177% Basic Attention Token, 92% Voyager, 68% EOS, 115% Mana, 60% on Tezos, 186% on Iconics, 169% on Ocean Protocol, 54% on Polkadot, 193% on Orchid, 255% on Verge, 101% on Band, 244% on Digibyte, 336% on Tron, 100% on Doge, 68% on Uniswap, and then 18% on Cardano. And then I did buy some Bitcoin back when it dipped to like 55 a little while ago, so I'm like 3% up on that one, but I told you, Daniel B. I told you. XELB is on the move down. It started to get a pop, but it's done. But yeah, if you new traders, you go back and look for that GameStop video in my lessons and stuff. You can look at the timing of when I said that ignore GameStop, go buy cryptos. It was right before this big massive run that these cryptos have been going on. I hear it. $10 investments, Daniel B. Is that what you said? I mean, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of money. My money's all spread around. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let's see. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'm not a crypto wizard. Let's see. Whoops. I clicked something. There you go. So there you can, maybe you can see it kind of. And you can see I'm up $5,000 in profits if you can see that. I don't know if I'm. it's hard. It's hard to. Yeah, I'm up 5,000 right now. See which way do I need to go with the camera? I'm trying to figure it out here. So, could you guys see that? If not, I'll try to make it clear. But later at some point when I have a chance, I'll like I said, I'll do a video and show you guys my crypto portfolio on there so you can see it a little bit closer. But I told you, Daniel B. I've been telling you guys. I've been saying since December that cryptos is where it's at now. Like stocks are great. Stocks still have a lot of potential, but there's so many new cryptos that come onto the market that are under pennies. Like BitTorrent when I bought it was at 0.0001 and it ran to a penny. So that's a huge percentage gain going from 0001 to a penny. And I bought like 150,000 BitTorrent because it was less than a penny. It was like a tenth of a penny price. So I was like, well, if it doesn't do nothing, it doesn't do nothing. It can't go much lower. And now BitTorrent's up to a penny and still could keep climbing. But I'm gonna start doing the live crypto trade and stuff too here soon, like I've been saying, like very soon. We got some interesting videos coming out this week. It's gonna be a company that you guys are definitely gonna check into. I also have the top 5 tech stock video coming out this week. We got Blackamore Hampton, who was who we recorded for the not 40 Stockcast, but for Portfolio Power Up. There's going to be 3 or 4 episodes of that this week. We got John putting out videos. He just put one out yesterday. We're also going to have more episodes of the 40 Stockcast with me and John. And then Friday, we're going to be doing the giveaways on the Investing Shorts channel. I will live stream there from probably 5 to 5:30ish, 5:45 to talk and announce the winner. And then we'll be coming back to this channel here, and I'm going to do a live stream Q&A and announce the winner of this contest, the $100 giveaway Friday. So this week there's going to be a lot going on the channel. So if you're in here and you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. Listen, this algorithm, he just ran up on me the other day. I was out in front of the grocery store, and the algorithm just come up and sucker punched me in the back of the head and then ran away. So we got to teach that damn algorithm a lesson, and we got to smash it right in its like button. That's the only way to teach it a lesson. You got to just got to give it one good little jab right in the like button, and then it'll be all right. So I may end up holding this one damn share of ACY here if it doesn't drop off. I'll probably put a stop loss in here soon, because it's still trying to hold up. There's some selling going on right at the moment, but the buying is still pretty much holding it up. We'll look for one more, let's see, that 15 minute. Oh, let me redraw my damn trend line on the 15 minutes. A little ugly. Yeah, so actually on the 15 minute, it's very close to cracking this triangle and coming back down. So it may be done for now. It's a little well, it's a little hard to tell in the 15 minute which way this is going to go at the moment. So we're kind of in a tug of war moment here where it could go either way. See, do we got a trend line? No, the trend line would be cracked if that was the trend line. Oops. If you draw the trend line from back here, then it's still a long ways off the trend line. There is some support previously right there at that $16 area that's trying to hold up. So you got that support right across there. It's actually around like 1580 it looks like, yeah. And that's what it's trying to do right now, is just hold up that previous resistance back here. They're just trying to hold up as support. And if that cracks, then it could come all the way down to 424. Yeah, I'm not willing to hold that all the way down to 424. So basically, we're basically testing this resistance still. We did break over, but we're back down testing it again. So write a valedictorian speech? Well, you don't want me to do it because I barely can speak, buddy. I'm a, you guys know I'm originally from the South. You know, our English ain't that good down south, you know what I mean? So, you bought XELB at 370. Are you still holding it? Because if you're still holding it, I mean, right now at this point, it's under this downtrend. If it can come back up and break this downtrend, then you could be good to go. But if it continues to ride down this downtrend, it's going to continue to sell off. So that's the big thing right now, is it needs to come back up and test that downtrend. Yeah, you're probably paying $500 to One Life to write your valedictorian speech is a bad idea. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe One Life is a great writer. Starting to crack that 15. I'm probably just going to get out of this too. Everything's kind of coming back down at the moment. Oh, keep an eye on SEMI. SEMI, possible U-shaped breakout right here. Actually, this is a cup and handle. You got the cup here and then a little U-shape there for the handle. So, and this is bullish. This is above all indicators. So this is a possible play right here. Pre-market high is at 609, so you will be running into that resistance. But nice cup and handle there. I think you'll see the breakout out up to 6 at least. But so far, outside of ACY, this original rip, there's not a lot going on. For it to be such a green market, it's surprisingly quiet in penny stock world. So it may only get that quick little rip. Yeah, see, XELB still riding down this trend line. Let me redraw this trend line so it's a little bit better. My trend line drawing today is sucky. There you go. Let's see. Let's look at the 15-minute on this. Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to draw it off the 15, and 15 looks better. Yeah, so I mean, for it to even get back up to this trend line, it's got to go 50 cents. So I would say this is probably done. I would be careful holding this much longer. It could possibly come back up, but right now it's pretty ugly at the moment. And you can see it. You can see this on the 5 minute or on the 15 minute. It was a U shape, but on the 5 minutes a cup and handle here on CEMI. Oh, you live in Tennessee, Orlando? I didn't know that, buddy. What part of Tennessee are you from? Semi could be a good buy. It's a breakout pattern right here. If it can break over 580. But Joey, listen, you don't want to be buying and selling unless you know why you're buying and selling. Because if you're just listening to somebody on a YouTube channel talk about the stocks and you don't know why you're buying and selling, you're going to run into a lot of trouble. So you got to study and you got to understand why you're buying and selling. Why I was saying this is a possible good stock is because it's got this cup and handle. This is a big U shape. Didn't quite make it up to that resistance. Came down a little bit, curled back around. So you got this little tiny small U shape that makes the handle. If you look at that, that looks like a cup of coffee. And when you get that break out of that resistance, you can get a move up. But like I said, we've not really seen any major breakouts today either, because ACY was the only thing that really had a good breakout, and it's not doing too much right now. So I don't know how much more this is actually going to run, because it's going to run into $6 resistance. And you got $6. You got resistance at 610. So, you need to know what you're doing and definitely be using stop losses to protect your capital. And you can see we tested 6 there, but there was a lot of sellers. So I'm not here to tell you what to buy or sell. I'm just here as a guide for you guys to learn from my success as well as my mistakes. And I can analyze and give you guys analyzation like I have been doing on this stock. But no one knows how far a stock is going to run. Like, all I can do is make my best educated guess. And like I said, $6, I thought that would be pretty easy. But we're still testing it. Like I said, if it breaks $6, we're going to run into 610 resistance. So, that's another thing you got to think about. I mean, market conditions so far are not prime for big breakouts. Bartlett, Tennessee, I'm not sure where that is. So, we'll do a quick pattern lesson. There's a lot of patterns out there. I'm calling this a cup and handle. You heard me call things flags. Don't worry about none of that. There's 2 patterns for breakouts that pretty much all the other patterns are. They just have specialer names. One pattern, U shape. This is a perfect U shape, but it becomes a cup and handle because it didn't quite get the break. If this would have continued to climb up there, it would have break. But you don't have to worry about it being a cup and handle. You can just say, oh, there's one U shape. The U shape didn't break, but now we've got another little U shape. So you can see that right there. You can see it right there. This U shape was a failed breakout, and then we got another little U shape. So you don't even need to know that this is a cup and handle pattern. All you got to know is U shapes. And then you can see that's a U shape. So flags, pennants, wedges, all of that, they're just triangles. That's all they are. So like on exit ELB here,
This was a triangle pattern that was forming. You can call it a bull flag or bear flag or whatever hell the flag you want to call it. I don't care. You can call it the damn Australian kookaburra flag if you want. But it's a triangle. And triangles either do one or two things. They either break down or they break up. Same thing with the U shapes, because all it is consolidation. All it is just buyers and sellers fighting back and forth for control of the price. And if the buyers outweigh the sellers at the end of the triangle, then it's going to rip. If the sellers outweigh the buyers, then it's going to drop. And that's what happened here. And this one actually prematurely broke early. Normally, the triangles stay all the way towards the tip, but I mean, that's a pretty clear sign that this was going to get pretty bearish for it cracking that triangle early. And that's why I got out. I had a stop loss I had my stop loss right under that line, because I knew if it dropped below that, then that was going to be a failed breakout. So you don't this would be considered, well, not this is not really a bull flag. It needed to come up some more to be a bull flag, but it's a triangle. That's all that matters. Call it whatever you want, but it's a triangle. Same thing on CEMI. You can call this a cup and handle. You can call it a coffee cup. You can call it a coffee pot. You can call it a saucer bowl. All I care. I don't care. It's a damn U shape with another little U shape. That's all it is. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Oh shit. ACY is really cracking here. And ACY was the same thing. This was a triangle right there. Could be a bull flag, could be whatever. And you see, this did actually break up out of the triangle, and we got a nice $1.25 move. But now it's starting to sell off. I'm probably about to get out of this. So it was a little fake out breakout triangle. Didn't quite get the big move up, but it did get a decent little pop out of that. But it's triangle. You can call it a flag if you want, but it's triangle. Look at any other thing. See, I'm trying to see if I can find any other patterns real quick. There's not a lot going on today for it to be a Monday and the SPY to be up so high. So right here, what is this? Big ass U shape. And you see DYMD broke over that resistance area where the top of the U shape was at 2087. It's ran up to 2184. So whole dollar move out of the break of that U shape. Did I need to know anything else? Nope. All I needed to know, this was a U shape and that buyers came in right there at the break of the U shape. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate the stock market. I know why I'm trading and stuff. I'm saying a whole lot of things like, oh, there's sellers sitting at the level 2 on the ask. Oh, there's some buyers coming in. We need to hold up this area. But that support and resistance is a lot of that of what I'm talking about, because momentum and price action is also going to be dependent on that support and resistance, because support and resistance is simply enough where buyers or sellers are going to be buying or selling at. So just keep things simple. Well, on CEMI, I would not want to enter. I don't like to enter on the breakout, because if you enter on the breakout and it doesn't break out, then you can get caught with your pants down on a fake out breakout. So like on CEMI, I would have tried to enter this probably right around here when it broke back above, because I would have been looking at this U shape, and I like to usually enter, depending on what the stock is, how low the float is, the price is, any of that, I like to enter about 20 cents below, somewhere in there, 20 cents below the break of the U shape. But see, I wouldn't have entered yet because I might have entered here looking for it to move back up. That would have been a possibility. But if I waited and then saw this extra little U shape, then I would have definitely got in at that 565 area. And that way you can hold up to that resistance, and if this resistance of the top of the U-shape doesn't break, then you can at least lock in some profit. You got a little padding there. But you can see the U-shape is breaking and it's continuing to run. So, but getting up above the U-shape is not really a good idea. Nice move on this so far, but this is why I was calling it out, because it was, the cup and handle. And then like on a triangle like XELB, I got in kind of high there because I really thought this was going to continue to climb, and then it just dumped on me. But in a triangle, a lot of times you want to get near the bottom, towards the bottom of that support. Like wait until it has this little sell off here, and then it's hitting that 350 support, and then once that 350 holds, a good entry would have been around like 350, 358, 360, somewhere right in there. And then if you would have had a stop loss right there, if you got in at 356 and you had your 10-cent stop loss at 346, when this didn't break out, you would have got stopped out. But if you got in at 356 here and it comes back up to the top of the triangle at that 380, you still could have locked in some profit. So your entries, you want to have your entries to where you got some padding. Now, you can wait for triangles to break and U-shapes to break and get into them. But like I said, I don't like to do that because you can get caught up in a fake out breakout pretty easily. Like BPTH was what I was trading earlier. And I got caught up in this fake out in pre-market. So I was looking at a 2-minute chart so we can see it better. So in pre-market, I was looking at it, and it had this little triangle. And because it was pre-market, I did not want to get into it quite yet, but a decent entry on this would have been somewhere near one of these candles, like this 950 area where these candles kept holding up. And then if you would have got in at 950 and held it up to 1017, that would have been a nice little move. But like on this one, if you're getting in, if you're waiting for the breakout and you got in up here at $10 because you thought the breakout was complete, well, you would have got destroyed because it opened up. And the open's right here. The eye opens the top of the candle. So it opened up right here looking like it was going to break out all the way up to 1017, which is exactly when I jumped in. I got filled at 992 was my average. But like I said, there was a delay. I tried to buy in at like 960, well, actually about 980. That's about when I hit buy. But if you got bought in up here, and this is a fake out breakout like I got filled on this, then you get destroyed. So that's why it's better if I would have got in down at the triangle trend line right here in at 360 and this would have ran to 1017, that would have been, pretty good profit to lock in. But even when it turned back around though, I could have held this as long as the triangle held up. So entries and exits, it's about padding. You want to get some nice padding. Am I still at? No, okay, I'm not in XELB. Let's see, CMI is still looking like it's moving. Yeah, up to 618. ACY still dropping. So yeah, I mean, Semi already broke the U shape, so that's what I was saying. You wouldn't want to get. You could have got in here after this confirmed, because you got the confirm of the breakout of the U shape. It did break above, had a little bit of sell off, but stayed above that resistance line at the top of the U shape. So when that held up, then you got buyers back in here pushing it up. to keep it simple, you got to think about it like this. You're trading people. You're not trading stocks. Like, yes, you're buying a stock, but the reason these stocks are moving is because of people. All this volume is people. So it's basic supply and demand. And what you're looking for in the price action with these patterns is you're looking for more demand than supply. So, like I said, if you got in at the break of this little tiny U shape there at 566, well, you know that 580 is resistance, so a lot of people's going to be selling at 580, and it got rejected there, but it didn't get rejected too hard. So once you see that, oh, these sellers at 580, there's more demand than there is supply of sellers, well, then you get a nice pop up. Okay, now you're above that, the U shape there, and maybe you didn't enter yet, and you're looking and saying, well, I want the U shape to confirm. Well, to confirm the U shape, that means that we'd have to have this resistance here that was 580 resistance turn into new support. So for it to turn into new support, this resistance now has to hold up, and the stop price has to hold above it, which means that to be support, you're going to need more buyers to come in again to hold it up, more buyers than sellers. And then once the buyers hold this up and more buyers see that, like, oh, that area is now support, we can buy now above $6, and you get new buyers in who are buying it and pushing it up until you get to another price level like 625, where sellers would be like, this is probably where I'm going to lock out profit. Because if people got in down at 539 all the way up to 525, that's almost $1 move. You're going to have some people selling. So right here at the 625, currently you've got more sellers, so there's more supply of shares at 625 than you have buyers. So you're going to need more buyers to come in at 625 than the sellers. So more demand for the supply. If that makes any sense. CHPT, y'all keep talking about that stock. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, I don't know what y'all are looking at this for. This looks like, I don't think that's going to squeeze up. The downtrend's all the way up at 32. I think this is going to squeeze down, if anything. But that's an ugly stock. I mean, it is above all moving averages, but I don't know. That's something I wouldn't trade. So XELB is slowly still coming up, but the trend line is still all the way up at 371, so it's still got a ways to try to climb. It could come back up, but the probability is not very good. So now once again, you know, we're selling right now. There's more sellers, there's more supply than there is buyers. So the price is coming down. So we need to find a level where buyers are going to outweigh the sellers. And that's probably the basically $6, because $6 was resistance in pre-market. And so, oh, God, that's a crooked line. But you see there, $6 just cracked. So selling is too much. There's too much supply. People are trying to get rid of their shares. They're locking in profits because people rode this up. You know, this nice move. It's definitely super risky, but I ain't touching that play. I ain't touching whatever it was that I just looked at. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Like I said, be sure to check out that giveaway if you haven't. We'll be back tomorrow. Should be same time. More than likely, I will be on camera tomorrow. Like I said, the deadline for the giveaway is Thursday night, so make sure that you have commented and liked those videos before the end of Thursday. Yeah, you guys can have fun picking that one apart. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.